Hey guys, how's it going? Chris here with AC, and I am finally back at Universal Studios Hollywood. It's been almost 3 weeks. I apologize for the long delay. I've been dealing with an ongoing family emergency. And then I guess on a positive note, I've also visited Six Flags Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm within the last couple weeks here. And of course, the Dodgers in the World Series. I couldn't miss that. So been really busy, but definitely trying to get back here for more frequent updates, get back to my schedule of every week. Anyway, there's going to be a lot to cover, I'm sure. Let's check everything out. There's no work going on at the moment, but it is Saturday and it's after 4. But look what we have here. We have a couple new supports and still room for one more there. There's a footing. And gosh, that is a really steep bank there. I'm never quite sure exactly how everything is going to look until these supports go up. And then even then, it isn't until those pieces of track go in that you really know what's happening. But yeah, this is what everything looks like from the Frankenstein parking structure. Really, really cool view here. Let me show you a few other things here. Nothing exciting over here in the area where I've seen track and supports staged. So here's this. I take that back. Sneaking a peek over here, and there are a few supports. I think it just might be for the catwalk. Not 100% sure. And then just looking at all those supports there. And wow, oh, they have more track that goes up into the brake run. That is really cool. Can't wait to get inside the park and get a closer look at that. And then over in this direction, they have done more terraforming. It looks like it's way more complete than it was 3 weeks ago. Hopefully we see more footings and supports go in there soon. Here's another look at the slope with all those supports and track. And then talking about footings, look down here. This is a massive cluster of footings. And they're connected with this trench, which I've never seen on any of the other footings. So I'm wondering if that entire thing is going to be filled in with concrete. Actually, yeah, there's getting a better look. It looks like there's two side-by-sides there. There's a whole bunch of footings there. Each of those holes there have at least two from what I can see. That is an interesting array of footings. And, well, can't see too much over here because of all the bushes and trees and stuff. Yeah, there's nothing new here on the far end. Still waiting on supports, and really can't wait to see how tall this element ends up being. I'm sure it's going to be much taller than I can picture in my mind. A lot of work over here at the station. It is now almost completely covered in scaffolding and that debris safety netting. And okay, so they had removed the catwalk, I don't know, a couple months ago now after putting it on. And now the catwalk has returned. And those pieces that I saw over in the storage area that I thought were for the catwalk, those are exactly what they're for. You can see the little L-shaped pieces there for the catwalk. So that is really cool to see that they finally put that back on. I'm kind of curious as to why they put it on and then took it off only to put it back on again. But yeah, here we go with that catwalk. Let's head all the way over to the overlook and get another look at things. A lot of changes over here as well. A lot more supports, a lot more track pieces put in. Starting off with the section that comes out of the station and drops down, and it's about to go over the fire road. And then after it does that, it's gonna drop down the slope here, come in this direction. We have this tight, low to the ground, turn around, and then it's gonna go up into that inversion over the straight section, drop down, go up and to the right, into this block brake section, and then it's gonna come out this way, into a really steep banking there, maybe into an inversion. I'm not quite sure until they get the other supports in. And then all the way out this way, and look at that. There is a much better view of that massive cluster of footings Gosh, that's something else there. There's the two side-by-side sections there, and I believe that is for the section that goes out, and then it's gonna double back and come back this direction. And then in the very far distance there, we have 4 more really tall footings there for that turnaround element. I believe it's gonna be a dive loop or something like that that's gonna come back this direction. And then once it comes back this direction over here, you can see that shorter support there with the arrow going to the right. It's gonna come up this way into this massive inversion over there, out into the distance, and then go over and under the escalators and then shoot back this direction. And it's gonna go into another inversion, which they just put in place, and then up into these final brakes here. As I make my way over to the escalators, here's just another view of the station and all the work that they are doing. I cannot wait to see what this facade looks like. I am sure it's gonna be absolutely incredible, just like the coaster. All right, well, this is a massive bummer. I knew that the park closes at 6, that they have Halloween Horror Nights. What I did not know is that the lower lot closes at 5:15. It is currently 5:25, so I can't get a closer look at everything here, but I'll just zoom in here. You can see that inversion that they installed, and wow, that is gonna be super fun going up into the brakes there. It's okay, I'm gonna be back here next week, likely on Tuesday, and we'll get a better look at things. And I believe that they're gonna be doing some work, so that'll be something awesome to look at. Well, I was gonna try to come back over here to the overlook, which was suggested to me, and it's also closed off. So, well, I guess I won't be covering anything else. I understand they have to clear it out for Halloween Horror Nights, but it's kind of an annoyance that, you know, they're setting up all these fences here, and once you leave one point, you probably can't come back. Yeah, they're just like squeezing us out of this park like a tube of toothpaste. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it for today's update. Sorry I wasn't able to get over to the escalators and show you everything over there. I really wanted to see all that work. But like I was saying, my plan is to be back here next week on Tuesday, and fingers crossed that I can see some track and supports go in. Anyway, if you are a fan of this type of content, if you've been enjoying all these vlogs on Fast and Furious, or just a fan of roller coasters in general, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me out a great deal. Anyway, I will see you next week. Until then, take care. Bye now.